Middlesex improved their chances of reaching the knockout stages of the Natwest T20 Blast after sending Somerset to their 8th defeat, losing in Taunton by 5 wickets with 5 balls to spare. Batting first after winning the toss, struggling Somerset made a bright start, with Mahela Jayawardena striking 3 fours off the second over of the match, delivered by Harry Podmore. Jim Allenby then did exactly the same in the following over from Toby Rowland-Jones, released by England after failing to make the final 11 for the Test match at Lord's. 3 overs in, and the home team already had 25 runs on the board, and Allenby kept on going against James Fuller in the 4th over too. He then added a maximum off Rowland-Jones as Somerset took 49 runs off the 6 overs of power play. The opening stand was ended just after the fielding restrictions were finished, Jayawardena putting John Simpson in the game as he fell to Podmore for 18. Peter Trigo came and went quickly, Nathan Souter striking in his opening over, Nick Gubbins with the catch to leave the hosts on 61 for 2 after 8. Allenby now had to pick up the reins, the 2 wickets just pushing his side back at a crucial stage. Halfway in, the score read 75 for 2. Allenby reached his 50 in over number 12, his runs coming off 38 balls, from which he'd hit 7 fours and 1 6. It's been a somewhat disappointing campaign for Somerset, and their skipper would really like to end it with some scores. It was his partner Johan Myberg who decided it was now time to change gears, but just after he cleared the rope off Souter, he holed out to Fuller off the leg spinner, out for 21, with his team on 97 for 3 at the end of the 12th over. Somerset's problems this summer have come from failing to push on after promising starts, and this effort continued the trend, the end of debutant Tim Rouse starting a collapse. Indeed, Rowland-Jones came back on to take 3 wickets in 1 single over. Roelof van der Merwe picked out Owen Morgan to go for 2. And then bowler and fielder combined once again, 4 balls later, thanks to some amazing help on the boundary's edge, as Allenby's innings came to an end on 64. Then Lewis Gregory was out next ball for a single, Rowland-Jones ending with figures of 3 for 24 to leave Somerset on 123 for 7 with 3 overs left. Worse followed, as in total 5 wickets fell for 7 runs in the space of 13 deliveries. Podmore had Ryan Davis taken behind, while Fuller hit the stumps of Paul van Meekeren, meaning that Somerset were likely to be dismissed inside the 20 allotted overs. That they were, as, trying to keep the strike, Josh Davey was run out by Fuller, Somerset all out for 137, surely a total well beneath par on this surface. That looked to be the case when Gubbins and Darvin Milan put back to ball from the off, 3 boundaries being struck in 1 Gregory over, as this pair began the reply with a stand of 29 inside the first 4 overs. Somerset needed wickets, and they got one when Gubbins on 13 could only find Gregory off van der Merwe, who not for the first time this year had some success within the power play. Milan has impressed throughout this summer's tournament, leading the side well too, and he would have been keen to get the job done as quickly as possible to end what has been a very successful few days for his team in the West Country. But having taken the total to 42 in the power play, he was out to the first ball after it for 24, Davey celebrating a wicket against his former county, and an important one at that. The Vans, de Merwe and Meekeren then really put the squeeze on, until Morgan took on Max Waller to very good effect to just take some of the pressure off. 62 runs were still wanted off 8 overs, and George Bailey was really struggling to find his range until now. He took his partnership with Morgan to 49, only to then give Davey his second wicket, van der Merwe with the catch that had Bailey out for 27. The total on 91 for 3 midway through the 14th over, 47 runs required now from 39 balls. It was Middlesex's game to lose, but that seemed very unlikely when Morgan cleared the rope for a second time, this time off van der Merwe. But with the target down to 16 off 17 balls, the England captain holed out to Gregory off Waller for 43, the job just about done. Before it was, James Franklin was out for a duck, Davey, who'd ended with 2 for 28 from his 4 overs, with the catch off Gregory. Simpson ended the match at the start of the last over with a 6 off Waller, just as the keeper had seen his side to that wonderful win in the Championship earlier on in the week. Middlesex are back amongst the runners in this competition, with some big games now to come. The margin of victory here was by 5 wickets, and that puts Middlesex right back in the thick of things in the South Group, with 4 more games still to play.